Kody was out with his best friend Matt, enjoying a drink at a late night bar. Allie was at that same bar, and eventually their two groups ended up in a booth together. The conversation turned to careers. Allie shared with the group that she had an important finance job and lived in Manhattan. And Matt, on behalf of Kody, informed the group that Kody owned and operated a restaurant in Chicago's Loop. Both stories were false.
So after that, we talked for a little bit, and we exchanged numbers.
A week later, we were on the phone for 4 hours. I remember being like, oh God, I really like this guy. And he thinks that I have this fancy job and I live in New York. So I was like, listen, Kody, I have to tell you something. I don't have an apartment in New York. I don't have a job. If you still want to come, we can spend the weekend in New York. He goes, I'm surprised you say that because I'm not the head chef of a restaurant downtown. I'm a waiter. And I'd love to come. He came out 6 weeks later, and then I moved out to Chicago 6 months later.
You guys match because they're both liars.
I know. We're in Chicago on a gorgeous spring day.
We are in Chicago, Illinois, and it is April 28th.
April 28th, but more importantly, it's the date of my sister's wedding.
Kody and Allie's wedding, and it's gonna be awesome.
Getting ready to marry off my sister to Kody. Can't wait.
Allie's what's up? Married! Hi! I'm stepping on my own dress. We're in the Chicago Athletic Association Hotel. I'm getting married. It's April 28th.
What's the hashtag for the wedding?
Hashtag Mont gonna get married, something like that. But no, you better ask a bridesmaid.
Montgomery, so married, something like that. I don't think there is one.
There is.
Is there?
You're not a great.
I'm a terrible
I think it's Mont got married, Montgomery.
Montgomery. Unclear. We have no idea how to
Kody the man. He's outgoing. He's definitely a very friendly guy.
Charming. He's a charming piece of shit. I'll give him that. So yeah, loyal, funny, charming. Bastard.
He's my big brother. Kody, he's a cool guy. He's also a very genuine person.
Kit and I would have been very picky of anyone our sister would have brought home, and he shone in all aspects. What a genuine guy he is.
Kody, I thought he was just sweet as can be.
From day one, I just knew Kody was someone who had a great heart, and I knew that he was the best person to take care of Allie. She's truly authentic and just truly special. She really is. I mean, there's no funnier girl out there than Allie.
I feel like this is watching the sausage be made.
Charismatic, small.
She's a joy to be around. She makes everyone else smile. She really lights up the room every time she walks in.
There's very rarely in Allie a bland moment. Everything is pretty intense, whether it's happiness or sadness or loyalty.
Honestly, one of my most fiercely loyal friends.
She is a tremendous optimist about everything in her life. She's loving and so endearing.
She melts your heart. She makes you smile, and she's beautiful. Watching Kody and Allie together just makes my heart happy.
Kody had some of my friends in business school organize a picnic. When we got to the beach, we were like looking out at Lake Michigan and the weather was perfect. And he was like, Allie, this is it. And I was like looking out and I was like, this is it. And he was like, no, Allie, this is it. Like, your friends aren't coming. He said some wonderful things, got down on a knee, proposed. I said yes. And then I called my brother Kit and he was like, come over and have some champagne. And I went over. All my friends and family were there and it was awesome and overwhelming.
Was it the Bright Seacrest variety of?
Good to see you.
How you feeling?
Great.
You okay? You look pretty. I like this coat.
What's going through your head right now?
I don't know, my heart is pounding. I kind of thought I would be a little more calm, but I'm really nervous. I'm really excited.
Ready to see her?
Oh, I'm ready to see her, of course.
Hey, Coach.
She's kept this this dress thing very close to the vest, and I don't even honestly care what the dress looks like at this point. I just want to see her happy and ready to get married, and yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to see her. Oh my God. Oh. Wait.
I went big.
You did. You look incredible.
So do you, sweetie.
Gosh.
Perfect. I love it. How was your morning?
Oh my God. It was good.
I can't wait for them to walk down the aisle. That's when you're going to be able to like really see like the true excitement on them.
I just can't wait to see her walking down the aisle. Allie's eyes just say so much without having her say anything, and I just can't wait to see that big smile.
I'm so happy for them. Allie, I've never seen her this happy.
Oh my goodness, she must have stolen his heart right from the beginning, because when he called me and told me he was in love with her, I knew this was something, and she is something.
Her like energy that she brings to the room is incredible. It's inspiring, honestly, to see another human that can inspire me so much and inspire everybody so much. There's 181 attendees, I think, at this wedding, and they're all extremely excited to see her and us, but a lot of them her. So it's impressive. I'm impressed by her every day.
Friends and family, we gather this evening to celebrate with Kody and Allie as they make their honest promises of enduring love to each other and begin their life together as husband and wife. Allie and Kody invented occupations meant to impress each other. Allie, Kody, and I laugh about this story over drinks. I mean, you have to admit, it's a funny story, but I think there's a tenderness there too. They were both given an opportunity for a moment of humble, awkward honesty, allowing each other to see who they truly were and are. Allie told me, we just accepted each other as we were. I think we could relate to each other on that front. On behalf of your loved ones gathered tonight, I'd like to bestow a blessing on your new marriage. Our prayer for you is this, that you will always remember the qualities that attracted you to each other when you first met, and how you felt as your feelings of attraction turned into respect, admiration, and finally love. I, Allie.
I, Allie.
Take you, Kody.
Take you, Kody.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer. In sickness or in health. To love and to cherish. Until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow.
I, Kody.
I, Kody.
I didn't do good.
I, Kody.
I, Kody.
Take you, Allie.
Take you, Allie.
To be my husband.
No.
To be my wife.
To be my wife. Decidedly.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward. For better or worse. For richer or poorer. In sickness and health. To love and to cherish. Until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow.
Having a strong and true kind of love in your hearts for each other. Take your time. It's what it's there for. It's what it's there for. It is in the honesty and sincerity of what you have both said and done here today that it is my honor and delight to declare you to be husband and wife. Begin your marriage with a kiss. It is my honor to present for the first time as husband and wife, Allie and Kody.
we're going to give a huge welcome and a round of applause for our first time, Mr. and Mrs. Kody and Allison Montgomery.
Let me first have sets of thank yous for all of us. The first is thank God for this beautiful Chicago weather and all the friendship and love that is surrounding us today. The second is somebody in particular, and that's Beth, my wife of 35 years. Nobody has worked harder the past many months to put these events together than Beth. Beth, we're losing our children one by one. You've been the love of my life for 35 years. You'll be the love of my life until I draw my last breath. Raise your first toast, please, to Beth. Well, we're gathered here to partake in what I think is one of the most profound and long-standing traditions of humanity, which is a wedding feast. There's one emotion which is common to all wedding feasts that's peculiar to only one person: the love that the father of the bride feels for his daughter, and certainly this father for this daughter. I remember as if it were yesterday, I wish it were yesterday, Allie coming into this world. The sunshine flooded that delivery room the way she has brightened every room that she's ever entered since that day.
Hi, Papa Face.
I didn't think my daughter could get more beautiful.
Hi, Papa. Mwah.
Allie has touched each of you in ways large and small, and you all can attest to her quick wit, her fierce loyalty to friends, her deep feminine instincts. All of these, by the way, which she gets from her mother, together with her inward and her outer beauty. I think she just gets one trait from me, which is her ability to move from failure to failure with enthusiasm until she gets it right.
Allie, one of the traits I love most about you is your perseverance. Someone asked you, I think it was at your bachelorette, what is one of the moments that you're most proud of? And you said going back to school after your first round of mistakes, getting your graduate's degree, and I couldn't agree more, because all I've known you to do in the last 25 years is to laugh off all mistakes and just move forward.
Between me and Kody, there's a lot of memories. We first met in 6th grade. At some point, we've all moved on and been in different schools, different cities. At some point, I had 2 weeks of vacation time coming up, and Kody called me up about a week before I left for that trip. He's like, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And I told him, and he immediately said, "Hell no. You are not going home early." He called Matt, and he asked Matt to buy me a plane ticket to Chicago. What made that weekend so special was that it was the first time in a long time I think all the guys had been in the same room together. And it happened because Kody reached out to me, and he made it happen. I think it's a testament to the type of man Kody is. Even with that kind of a distance, even with the time that might go on, he's never hesitated to let the people in his life know how important they are to him. Also important that weekend, met Allie for the first time. And it was seeing them together that weekend that really made me realize that they're meant to be together, and she really reminded me where the phrase "better half" comes from.
Kody, I know you and Allie have lived together for a while, but as her former roommate, I felt it was my duty to give you some roommate advice. The first one is, please don't underestimate her willingness to travel far and wide. She has honestly always been down to do everything. Not only are you the forever spontaneous friend and the most fun travel buddy, but you are just always happy to come along.
As most of you in this room would agree, Allie is the funniest, wittiest chicks that you've met in your life. So it's only fitting that another extremely humorous, a guy who challenges Allie's humor to its core, is right beside her tonight. And Kody, it's not just your humor, it's how you've supported Allie through everything. The most special part about knowing you is how you look at my friend. It just tells me, and I think probably everyone in this room, that there's no other guy who would treat Allie as well as you do.
I don't know how fathers do it. It's not only the letting go, it's the powerlessness to resist the fact that you have to let go. when I've had the chance to see the devotion of Kody to my daughter, when I've had the chance to see the way they laugh together, the way they console each other in difficult times, the way that they've been planning their lives together, I realize that the love I have for Allie has been matched by that of another man. Because that man is Kody, I realize that letting go is the most important aspect of my love for my daughter, and I happily do it. I happily see her in his arms. Let us toast Allie and Kody. Let us toast their health, their mutual love and fidelity.
Allie and Kody, I wish you so many years of love, health, and happiness together.
When I met Allie, it was very late in a bar in Chicago. That chance encounter turned into the most important person in my life. We look around this room and we see those things happening with a lot of you. And we are just so full of gratitude that you're all here with us tonight.
This has just been beyond my wildest dreams, beyond our wildest dreams, to be here and to celebrate with each and every single one of you.
I want to thank my parents. Through the years, they've loved me unconditionally. You guys have turned me into the person that I am today in so many aspects, and I am forever grateful and will be repaying you as much as I can for the rest of my life.
To my parents who have loved me through all those failures that we talked about. I love you guys so much. You've given me so much more than I deserve. And of course to Kody, my husband. Growing up with you these last 5 years has been the favorite journey of my life. I love you. I'm so excited. You probably know all too well that I can barely catch sight of you and not regress into a sappy, corny little puppy dog. It's not something I'm particularly proud of, but it is undeniable that I am madly and utterly in love with you, with every part of you.
I think a lot about that first year of our relationship, how infatuated I felt and how I kept worrying about and waiting for that feeling to burn out. In a lot of ways, it felt too good to be true.
You have changed the way I look at this life. You've edged out so much of my cynicism by showing me unconditional companionship and by opening up your heart to so many incredible friendships.
And while I love that story of our first few days together, it shades in comparison to the 5 years that follow. All the things I liked about you immediately, I love about you now. Your self-deprecating and sometimes extremely off-color humor, your steady appreciation of the people in your life, and your habit of prioritizing happiness.
I have no doubts that marrying you will be the most rewarding and invigorating step we have taken together yet, because anytime I look at you, I only see the most pure and reciprocal love staring back at me.
To think that I get to marry you in a few short hours is almost too much joy for one person. I cannot wait to see you in your tux. You're so handsome, it's stupid. Love, Allie. I'd known for so long that I was gonna marry her. Every day I wake up next to her and she always wakes up with a smile and does something kind of cute and funny, and I mean literally every single day of our relationship it's been like that.
He's my best friend. He makes like all the good things in life better. And all like the hard things easier. Oh crap. He just like makes me so grateful for all the little things in life. It's all special with him.